we went from doing around 10 to 15, I think it was, ROAS on our Google ads. So every pound spent, we got 10 to 15 pound back. After spending about 2 months with you, James, we've got that up to, I think it's 45, was it last week? Which is phenomenal.
So, hey, Adam, you've obviously started working with me now for the past few months. So
Mhm.
before we started working together, what were some of the challenges that you were facing with your business?
Yeah, so good question. I mean, our business was up and running. We were making sales, and this was great. Uh, I've got quite a ongoing trait, I believe. I'm good at talking to people, building suppliers, and connecting with customers. The issues I was facing really was all of the organization in the back end of the business. So our email inboxes, our guides that we send out to customers, and then all of our SOPs as well. It was quite clear this was a bit of a bottleneck before we could grow. So I was not really in my personality trait all the time, to be organized. I'm more like energetic. So that was something I was really, really struggling with, and was just tidying up all the foundations of my business before we can actually, grow and scale to the next level.
Awesome. And like day to day, how did that manifest, that kind of not being that organized, not having a team on board necessarily set up and running? How did that actually feel day to day?
Yeah. It meant I was very reactional. So every day I was just reacting to the issues that come in or the emails because we'd grown so quickly in such a short space of time. I was kind of like firefighting, I think is a term people call it. You're just running around putting out the fires, get to sleep, wake up, and you do the same the next day. So that was the effect of it. I lost my time. We were making money, which is great, but I lost my time, and there was nowhere for us to scale after this.
Awesome. So we
Mm.
started working together. What were
hmm
the biggest changes, the biggest impacts since we've been starting working together?
Ah, yeah, James, it's been huge. So the biggest impacts I think was hiring, getting some people on board to actually help me manage the store, training these guys up, and then getting the relevant SOPs in place. There's a little bit of a gap there for a couple of weeks while the training's going ahead, but once we got to that point and they could start working on their own, huge difference. My time is back. I can deal with our accounts more efficiently, new suppliers. So they were the biggest benefits for me was hiring, new SOPs, and then training. That really kind of just tidied up all the foundations for me.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been a
Mm.
pleasure. And you mentioned there, so having your time back was a big thing for you because you were making money, but you didn't have the time really, and you were feeling pretty burnt out. So
Mhm.
was that the most surprising piece of value? Was the time that you gained, or anything else, any other value, anything that surprised you since you started working together?
Um, it was the biggest surprise actually. I think, yeah, getting my time back so I could do more high-end tasks to bring in more money to the business was key. And it's only really happened a few weeks ago, but I've got my time back now. So if I want to go to the gym in the middle of the day, or I want to book a badminton session in the morning and turn up to work at 9:30, I know my team have got it handled for me. And then I can work under my own steam now. I can work in the evenings, etc. So I'm not needed. So there's a leisurely social aspect to it that I've benefited myself personally. Um, I think the biggest surprise for me was James, like when you came in and then you just broke down everything into small chunks and you said, look, this is our big task. Let's just do one bit at a time. Actually, in just a space of a few weeks, to a month, in that short space of time, how much work we can actually get through just by doing bite-sized actions every day. That was the biggest change for me. Yeah. Biggest surprise.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so nice to watch
Mm.
the change that we've gone through. And in terms of finances as well, so time is one thing, but also
Mm.
in terms of like a return on investment, working
hmm
together, investing in this and getting your systems and your VAs, what kind
Yeah.
of investment return are you looking at now after working together?
Huge. Yeah, it's a good point. Actually, I did forget about this, and I should I shouldn't have forgotten about that one. So I mean, we went from doing around 10 to 15, I think it was, ROAS on our Google ads. So every pound spent, we got 10 to 15 pound back. After spending about 2 months with you, James, we've got that up to, I think it's 45, was it last week? which is phenomenal. It's, triple, yeah, it is triple times three benefit for us. So in just a few space of months, we've gone from tripling our profit. There you go.
Huge. And would you put that down
Mm,
to the extra headspace that you've been able to put into the marketing because you've not been so tied to like handling customers?
100%. Yeah, I've been able to organize my time and then add blocks into my calendar. So every second Thursday when that comes up, it pings me. I know that's coming. I sit down for an hour. I go through our ads. I make improvements. I see what's selling well. I tell the team what we could make some bundles on because this stuff's selling well. And then we increase our budget, make some adjustments. Yeah, I can just sit and focus without any distractions. And that's always been the real key.
Huge, huge, and great to watch, Adam. Pleasure to work with you. Long may that continue as
Mm,
well. Keep scaling to the moon. Thank you very much.
100%. Thank you so much, James. Really appreciate it. Appreciate your help. Thank you.